Hello, my name is Alan Roberts, and I am working on painting a fountain pen with fingernail polish. Specifically, this one. It's a little bit bluer in the shadows. It's not as black as it looks. This is closer to what it looks like. On the pins, I've got the cap, the end, finial, of a Wing Sung pen. This kind of Wing Sung pen. I change my nibs by grinding them down and making them metallic or stubs. And I'm about to try, even though I could leave them this way, if you look close, it's, nail polish. It's not going to be as smooth as air spraying or airbrushing. But it is really smooth and it feels good to the touch. And I am not done. I'm going to put a top coat on them. It comes with the top coat of acrylic. And I have mixed actual ink with the top coat and experimented on the back of a... Let's see, where did it go? There it is. On the back of a ink vial. First I let the gray dry. There it is. See? That gray right there you're seeing is what it looks like. It's a bluish kind of gray. And then I've got blue ink, and I'm letting it drip down as though it's condensation, and running down the pen. And it goes on a little thick, but then it flattens over time, and you can put a top coat over it. Now that's too dark, so I'm going to lessen it. I'm going to thin it. I don't know why the ink and the acrylic paint mix so well, but the ink I'm using is one I don't use on paper because even though it's a little bit water resistant, I write poetry, so I like my things to last if they get wet. Van Diemen Cloudburst. Beautiful, beautiful color, but washes off pretty badly. But anyway, I have a few more pens than this, but nothing spectacular. Nothing over $50. In fact, one of my favorite pens, if I can find it, I put leather on this one, as you know, with a little raven logo. I like ravens. I imprinted that with a heated wax seal I bought. Let's see, where is one of my favorite? There it is. I just bought this, and even though it was like $30, it was just, it's what's it called? Fuliwin, or, yeah, Fuliwin. Japanese pen, but cap is nice. The nib is nice, and after all the videos I've seen of people having problems with their expensive pens, the same as you would a Japanese. Actually, the Japanese, I really like these stub nib pens, these Metropolitans. But, wow, that looks a lot redder in real life. It's more of a lighter color, but they're small. I don't like small pens, and I like piston fillers. So anyway, what I'm going to do is thin this out and make the water drops less blue, so that it looks a little bit more like water. And I'm going to drip it down from the finial down and try to match that up, and then I'm going to screw these two together so that the lid and the body match. And after that dries, which it takes actually longer to dry because it's thinned with ink, I'm going to uh, wait a few hours and then put my top coats on, maybe 2 top coats. Depends on how rough they go on. When you put the um, when you paint the main caps or the main body with fingernail polish, you have to kind of keep turning it. I even put like these pipe cleaners in through them and then turn them fast so that it spins it and makes it more even. But on the little parts, it does just fine. As you can see, I'm about to repair some where the tape did not do well the first time. And if I have to, I'll sand it. But I don't think I'll need to sand it. I'll put that on later. But that's what I'm doing right now. And I put the pen together, and even as it is, without a top coat, I could live with it. It's really gorgeous, and if you get the right nail polish, it's just beautiful. And the reason I'm using nail polish is because it's just an experiment. And I used to put it on my glasses. I have metal frame glasses. And I used to paint the edges of it, and it would last for about 5 months, even after washing. And so I know it'll last. It doesn't last as long on fingers because people wash their hands all the time, and they, use soap, and they're rough with their fingernails, and the fingernails grow and it cracks apart. But acrylic fingernail paint is acrylic fingernail paint. Now, oddly enough, if you look here in where some of the fingernail paint went, it's actually inside there. So it does melt styrofoam, but it doesn't seem to be harming the pens at all, which is awesome. Alright, this is the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm not going to show you the rest of my room because it's too messy. I'll show you where I burned incense in a fountain, in a lantern. I love lanterns. I collect lanterns. But anyway, yep, and there's my nightly food for working, reward for working on the pens. And since I plan to write a fairy book one day, and I've got a plot for one, I've got Tinkerbell there. That's about it. Yeah, and that makes beautiful light at night over the shade by itself. I'm thinking about just making an actual lampshade with that. It's not a tiger design. It's fabric I found somewhere. It's more girly than I would like, but I don't know. I was writing a poem about a hippie girl, and I wanted my room to be hippie-ish at the moment, and I think I succeeded partly. Anyway, it was nice talking to you, and goodbye.